Welcome, everybody. Boom. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to TJ Warren TV. Welcome back to another episode of the American Idiot Show, the 56th episode. Maybe not including like half episodes we've had along the way, but you know what? Who cares? Who's counting? Who's counting, right? Honestly, not me. But it's North London Derby week, people. Arsenal are fresh off of a 5-0 win. Should have been 6. A 5-0 win against Chelsea. We're buzzing, we're flying, and we have the biggest, going to be the biggest, if he's not already the biggest, Spurs YouTuber. We got DEJI Spurs, delusional DEJI, and you know what? Here's the thing. Yeah, no.
Thank you very much. DEJI.
How you doing, bro?
Yeah, no, I'm doing well. I couldn't, I've been waiting, literally chomping at the bit since the last time we played, and I'm delighted that the wait is pretty much almost over. And I've been well. I've been watching you guys, and I've been wanting to get on and stream you guys. You guys are doing a fantastic thing here, and Oregon Gooner continues to troll me, but you're going to be trolled tonight. And Connor, big up to you, TJ. So it's all love, but I will be honest with you. You know what I mean? All pleasantries aside, we're going to war for the next 50 minutes or so.
Mm-hmm. Yes. No, without a doubt. And big up everybody in the chat. We'll shout you guys out here in a second. Make sure you share it around. Make sure that you are smashing the likes and subscribing if you are new. We are on the road to 1,100. Big up Joanne Smith as well. Big up AFC always. We will get to everything. If you have questions for delusional DEJI, make sure that you get them in, because I have a lot of questions for this guy. I've been watching this guy for the past season, and look, it's probably been 6-ish months since we've been on stream together. And if you guys remember, DEJI was one of our first American Idiot guests. So not only is he growing in the space, we've grown in the space, and we're really, really enjoying it. But let's throw it around the horn. Dow, how you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling very, very good today on this beautiful Friday afternoon in Portland, Oregon. Great to see you, DEJI. It's been a while. We've had you on the show. I know you and I have been pals for a while now, doing shows with TJ and Connor, of course, with Tony. But we are going to Absolute Enemies come Sunday morning at 6 a.m. Portland, Oregon time. I got to get up at 5:30 to watch the 4-0 hammering we're going to put on the Lily Whites, the club with a cock on the ball, the club that nearly makes it every year. The club that really is no bigger than Huddersfield and Crystal Palace. It's just the Northern Crystal Palace. Let's be real. And shout out TJ, Connor, of course, and DEJI. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's Sunday, man. Man's gonna get done.
Hell no, you mans are getting done.
That's my God, we're gonna get into this. I'm loving how much chest everybody has, because. Connor, I don't know if you've noticed this, and we'll start with you. We'll obviously let you intro, but I want to start with you. Have you seen, since you have launched your channel back into the content space, right? And you've been going on the Terrace, you've been going on Tottenham Away, you've been going on all these different channels, right? There's a lot of chest on both sides of the ball right now, which I don't understand why Tottenham fans are thinking, dude. Who was I streaming with? No, I streamed with Will last night, and he's just like, "No, we're winning."
That's Will, and we know what Will's like. He predicted that Tottenham would finish third, so we can relax.
He predicted we'd lose 2-0 tomorrow.
Don't get the field.
He predicted us lose 2-0.
I like Will.
Huh? You like Will?
You like Will, man?
Well, we love. No, don't get me wrong. I like Will, but I think that prediction was wild, and he didn't even really give me a reason.
Now the thing is, right? If Tottenham lose, Will has to go on the American Waffle again the next time after, and it's got to be clipped. Because I'm now running. FYI, I'm now running clips for Staffy, so I'll clip that, and I'm going to keep that in there, and I'll get Staffy if he loses, post that, because I'm not having that. Listen, sorry, yeah. Do I do my intro now? What do I do?
No, go ahead. No, how are you doing?
I'm good. I got back from the gym about an hour ago, feeling good. I love doing a Friday workout. Gets me in a good mood. I come on these shows and have a good laugh. But yeah, no, I'm good. Looking forward to this weekend. Always love a derby weekend, man. The worst part is though, if we lose it, I've got to deal with it for a whole week.
Oh,
until we play
no.
Bournemouth.
We're gonna have to
And
deal with it
plus,
for a whole year.
It's
It's
not
not.
just
It's
that.
not.
If we lose this game, we're out of the title race. So it's a double whammy. So not only do they get to laugh at us for beating us, but they can laugh at us for actually kicking us out the title race properly. Like, so it's not looking good. So listen, I'm 50-50. Listen, I know I was talking a lot of Chester and Tottenham away, but at the end of the day, it is all North London derby. However, we did just slap a London rival 5-0. I wouldn't mind doing that again with another London rival.
Nah, don't be silly.
But listen, at the end of the day, I'm expecting the boys to go there and get a result. That team, and listen, take away what the goal was against Chelsea, and people can say it was a poor Chelsea side. Nevertheless, the performance in general, remove the goals. That midfield, like Thomas Partey and Declan Rice as a duo in terms of defending, were on fire. Odegaard, if he carbon copies that performance, he's gonna have a field day. So listen, I'm looking forward to it. Of course, I'm excited. Of course, I'm all chested up, pumped up. And listen, it's a North London derby, but I don't really get why the Spurs chest is out. I don't understand it. They just got slapped 4-0 by Newcastle.
I just want to get into it, Colin. Sorry, because I've had enough of this.
Let's go. You know
what I mean? Let me tell you, I've been saying, and you would have seen it on Northside Show, I predicted before you guys played Chelsea that Chelsea do not turn up against Arsenal. What Chelsea do is they say, they pull down their pants, they bend over and they get a wooden spoon, give it to the Arsenal players and say, beat me, Arsenal, beat me. Oh, and slightly to the left. Oh, slightly to the right. Oh, slightly. So I'm not getting carried away. I'm not shaking my bum violently. No Arsenal fans should start shaking their bum violently because you beat Chelsea. I mean, Conor here, you're waxing lyrical. You're shaking your bum, borderline.
Where are we placing the table, DEJI? Hold on, where are we placing the table, mate?
I can see you're top of the league at the moment, but let's not get carried away by the result. And it's because you guys slapped up a dustier than Tutankhamun, the worst Chelsea team I've ever seen in my life, that you want to come on this channel and start shaking your bum like you're going to do something to Spurs, mate.
Wasn't that the Chelsea side you held 4-1 to at home?
What's that?
Wasn't that the Chelsea side you held 4-1 to?
Bro, did we not have 9 men?
But you were 9 men down.
Did Tottenham not have 9 men?
That's that. And then it's
come on, bro. Let's be sensible. And let's be real, Connor. The reason why you guys can come out with chest and shake your bum is because you've had no injuries, man. Saliba's played every game. Gabriel's played every game. If my defenders, my centre backs, if they had played every game, we would be where you are in the league. So calm yourself down.
Centre backs were better than Saliba, though.
I'll throw you right. I'll throw you this.
Yes, Saliba's number 1, but Romero and Van de Ven, they're a decent pairing, don't you? You know that.
They are. No, I can't disrespect that. They are. But I'll throw you this. I was on Tottenham away last night, right? And we were having this debate between Gabriel Saliba and Romero and Van de Ven, and they say that they get criticised a lot because obviously we've got a great defensive record this season. I think you've conceded about 25 plus more goals than us. And to be fair, I think Ange's system is bogus at times with the high line. I think it costs you a lot, and I think it doesn't help the way I don't know about Romero, but it doesn't really help the way Romero and Van de Ven both look as a pairing because they're dealing with a high line. It's difficult to defend against, especially when you're constantly doing it every single week. Are you worried that you're going to do that? Because if this is the thing, right? And this is for you guys with TJ and Dow. I feel like this is going to be a game of 2 high lines because we do it when we're confident, and Spurs just do it automatically anyway.
Yeah.
And the one thing, this is going to be the key for this weekend, right? The pace on the wingers, and they've got Son, and even though he's shit, they've got Werner as well, and he's quick. Yeah. He is rapid, and if he gets on a counter, you never know. Him and Son could link up, but we need players like Trossard, Saka to step up because that high line, especially with the left-hand side now a bit weaker. I mean, a Werner and an Emerson combination, that's looking a bit weak in my eyes, realistically. It's looking a bit fragile, easy to snap. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So Saka, have a field day. But I'm worried. The only thing I'm worried about is Arsenal might, because I think Arsenal could be on the front foot for this game. Like possession-wise, I feel like we could be on the front foot. But I don't want us to get cocky, play a massively high line, because I know what Son can do. We all know what Son can do. Son will easily break through that and maybe go on ahead from a counter and score a goal. Yeah, that's the one thing. So, sorry, to go back, DEJI, are you worried about your high line that you'll be playing?
Do you know, I would be worried if you guys were a West Ham. And I'll explain why. When we came to the Emirates, I think you remember, Connor, that Tottenham had more ball possession. But what I've noticed recently in the West Ham and the Newcastle game is that if you just go direct against Spurs, you're through and go and you'll win. Now, the issue I have, or not really an issue, if Arsenal decide to come to my gaff and not play any football and just knock the ball over the top, then by all means, I would be shitting myself and it could be 6 or 7. But Connor, when I said that, you started laughing. And the reason why you laughed was because that's the arrogance that your team is going to bring to White Hart Lane this weekend. We're better than Tottenham. We can outplay Tottenham ball possession. And I can tell you this, if you try to outplay Spurs with your football, it won't work. You're going to have to humble yourself, Arsenal fans, and go direct to get the goals and to win. But if you try to play toe-to-toe football with Spurs, Arsenal will get hurt because you rightly said you have a high line. We've got Brennan Johnson, Werner, and Son all with the pace. And pace will win the game. Pace is what's going to win the game this weekend.
When you say toe-to-toe, so I feel like I'm interrupting this on my show now. Sorry. I'm just saying that. When you say toe-to-toe, Deji, right? Yeah. Do you mean like in terms of a midfield battle toe-to-toe? Because I'm not going to lie, Pepe Sarr, maybe Bentancur, like Rice, Harte, and Odegaard smoked that midfield.
Every team that we've pretty much played, barring Man City at the Etihad, we've had more ball possession. Yeah, so the issue is we're going to be, including when we played you at your gaff, we had more ball possession. In order for Arsenal to be effective, and you guys grow into games because you always have the ball, what are you going to do when you don't have the ball? The one game that we saw when you didn't have the ball, you ended up with a draw, and that was away to Man City at the Etihad. I'm telling you that you're not going to have enough of the ball to influence the game, to source the game the way that you would like. So am I worried? Look, I'm not going to lie. You guys have a formidable team. You've been playing some sexy football. But also, let's just be real. Some of these teams have rolled over. Chelsea rolled over. All of these teams rolling over. One thing I guarantee you
didn't roll over.
Is that Spurs is not. We're not rolling over from none of you. We don't give a damn about you.
One at a time.
We're going to play our game.
PJ, one thing that can roll over is you lot, because you guys could roll over for us so City could take advantage. That's the only rollover that could happen. Nobody's rolled over for us. What are you talking about?
Are you kidding me? Did you not watch that Chelsea game? Oregon, did you not watch that Chelsea game? You were embarrassed.
Violate them?
You were embarrassed. You stopped watching.
It doesn't matter.
You stopped watching.
You're fighting for points with 6 weeks left to go. Don't tell me nobody's fighting for points with 6 weeks left to go this season, Deji.
Chelsea.
Well, that's not true.
Everyone's can I ask a question legitimately? Oregon, I'm going to ask you a question. Do you honestly believe, hand on the heart, that Chelsea, when they played you this week, was fighting for points?
Yes, and so they had more possession. And you just said that we don't do much without the ball. They have more possession, and we still beat them 5-0.
And they had their shots on target as well.
And they had more shots on target. Deji, we're going to stop you at your ground. I want you to know this right now. We're going to stop you guys on your ground.
I have a question. I have a question for Deji, and let's try to guys. Guys.
Answer for Rice, Party, and Odegaard. Like Connor said, your midfield is weak as piss. You have no answer for Rice, Odegaard, and Party.
Our midfield trio is just as effective, mate. So calm yourself down.
Oh, come on now. Let's calm it down now.
Who's in your midfield? Hold on. Who's in your midfield, Deji?
So look, I will say to you, when the start of the season, Bissouma, you would have argued, is somebody that could have been pushing Partey. The only thing I would give you over Partey over Bissouma is because Bissouma in recent weeks has been poor in the sense of he's been going clubbing in Kensington, West London, and he's been shaking his bum, popping kick for style, which is why his performances haven't been great. Now, we've also got the kind of media bias. I'm not going to lie, Basmati Rice has been fantastic, but Pepe Sarr equally has been good, but he's not getting
equal at all, but okay.
Whatever you want to say, if you want to go with that narrative, TJ, I'll let you go with that
narrative. It's a fact.
Pepe Sarr has been sourcing in that Spurs midfield. And dare I say, there is no difference between Maddison and Odegaard. Madison started the season. Madison started the season on fire. Odegaard didn't. Odegaard has only started playing well in the last 5 or 6 games. So calm yourself down. Where was it
either?
The season? Connor, was Odegaard good in the first 10 games? No, he wasn't.
I criticised Odegaard, but there's no way.
Exactly, so calm down.
If you're comparing him and James Maddison, it's literally it's like a carbon copy. James Maddison in the good 8 games, got injured, he's come back. And you cannot say
that's why I said it's equal, bro.
Maddison
and Odegaard is equal.
They're not
can't
this
say
season.
Odegaard's better than Maddison. That's recency bias. Come on. Don't do recency bias, bro.
I'm not saying that Maddison can't be on the same level as Odegaard. I think he's got real talent. I want
They're on the same level, bro. But you're gonna do recency bias, and I'm not hearing that crap.
There's no way Maddison's on the same par as Odegaard this season.
Madison hasn't been the same player since he came back from DEJI. Deji. Listen. Hold on. DEJI, even you have to admit that Maddison has not been the same player since he came back from injury.
And what's the difference between Madders and Odegaard? You've just touched on it, and this is why I respect you, TJ. He's not been the same player since he came back from a major injury. Now, when it was Odegaard just lost form. When you have a major injury, it does take time to get rhythm, guys. Don't pretend
he's not been on the same par as Odegaard. What's so wrong about that?
No,
I don't even think on the balance of play. I don't even think it's close.
How Maddison at the beginning of the season before he got injured was bloody the best number 10 in the league.
I agree.
Exactly.
But now we have 4 months of 2024 where Odegaard has been absolutely saucing and Maddison hasn't done shit. Well, not completely.
But you've identified that. Let me tell you why.
He's been clear.
Let me give you a couple of reasons why you can say that with your little
can't wait.
So I'm going to crush your arguments tonight and big up to everyone.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
So apart from the fact that Maddison came back from a major injury, which if anyone's played football knows that it does take time, especially certain injuries. We saw that with Bentancur. You've seen that with other players. You've seen that with some of your players. The second thing that I'm prepared to give you credit for is this. When Odegaard's on the pitch, he looks to his left, he sees Martinelli or Trossard. He looks to his right, he sees Saka. When you look and you can see that you've got someone solid on the left, someone solid on the right, you can be creative. Because football is also about trust. Do you trust who's on the left? Do you trust who's on the right? No professional footballer is going to come out and say publicly that he doesn't trust his wingers. And I can tell you now, TJ, you alluded to this. Timo Werner, it's utter garbage. If I was playing
Thank you.
No, he is. I'm
Thank
keeping
you for
it real.
saying it.
But when Maddison sees
keep it real.
Timo Werner, instead of passing to Werner, he turns around and then he looks at, oh, bloody hell. It's Brennan Johnson. So our bloody wings is a disaster. That's why you're not seeing Maddison in his full colours. If Maddison was in that Arsenal team, you will all be wetting. Forget shit.
100%.
You'd be wetting yourself.
You're saying the point, Deji. The point you've made, which is a true statement.
How's that better than
Your wingers compared to ours is chalk and cheese currently. Absolutely. So how are you comparing? Hold on a minute. How are you comparing Odegaard with Maddison when you're looking at two? You just compared that Maddison can't do as well with these two wingers. So that by that point,
do you think Odegaard would be able to source in this Tottenham team with those two wingers?
I honestly, I don't know. I really don't know.
The reason why you don't know is because
he would with Son playing in the 9. He would with Son playing in the 9.
I rate Maddison. Don't get me wrong. Listen, I rate Maddison. Don't get that twisted. But I don't know if you're meaning overall. But no way this season Maddison touches Odegaard at all.
Bro, but Odegaard has only come good this year, bro.
Fair
before Christmas, he weren't doing
last year too.
The Odegaard's been better than Madison this season because he's
been
the
first
up until last season. His GA was higher, Deji. What are you on about?
Up until Madders got injured, he was the best number 10. True or false?
Oh no, true. But we're talking.
Oh, what are you saying then?
No,
he was very good.
We're talking about overall.
No, I need Connor to say, unless he's being disingenuous, Connor, up until Maddison's injury against Chelsea, was he not the best number 10 in the Prem?
Yes, he was.
Thank you. That's it.
That's the first 10 games.
You were saying that,
You don't win a
Deji,
trophy
but
by
what does that
trophy.
matter? What does that matter overall? Go ahead, Dal.
What's the point you're trying to make here? What's the point you're trying to make here?
The point I'm trying to make is, had he not had that major injury, career-threatening injury, he would have continued doing what he was doing. Odegaard suffered nothing. He's not been injured this
We're
season.
not living in the multiverse.
The whole bloody squad ain't been
You
injured.
can't
It's
tell
been fine. You guys are riding off the fact that you've not had to deal with any major injury problems. The only injury problem you've had is Partey, and you guys are shaking your butt.
Sunday.
Calm yourself down.
Partey,
Even
yeah.
Bournemouth, if they didn't have any injuries, would be up. Or Newcastle.
That's going to be your excuse on Sunday after you get the
It's not.
4-0 beating.
Regardless,
You're
bro.
already
We'll
setting up the
regardless, we'll
excuse
slap you guys up.
to get the loss.
You think you're going to slap us up? You
Bro,
think you're going to slap us up?
Can I tell you that we went to the
break down?
Etihad?
Okay, break down why you're going to slap us up, please.
Jorginho
Tell you
scored.
what. This is why I couldn't wait. TJ, this show was far too long, but I'm glad I'm here today. I'll tell you why we're gonna slap you guys up. We're gonna have more.
You got to get this guy on more often.
The date or the timeline of the show.
Let me tell you. If Postecoglou does the right move, I'll let me explain two things. If he goes with Ben Davis and Timo Werner, you've won the game.
Well, he's going
If he
to
makes
Well,
this
that's
move,
what's going to happen.
but if he goes back to this, you guys are done for. Son on the left. There's
my
nothing
God.
Punch can do against Son. Let's be real. Punch is not doing jack. Richarlison in the number 9 and Kulusevski on the right. Because your boy Zinchenko or Tomiyasu ain't stopping Kuli. I don't give a damn. Then our midfield trio of Madison, Bissouma, Pape Sarr are going to give you a run for your money. And then our back three of Porro, Van de Ven, Romero can do a job. And then Emerson Royale, all he has to do is just man mark Saka and do not go forward. If we do that, Spurs can get a result. 100%.
Well, I brought this up, Deji, too, but a lot of your fan base wasn't hearing it. Son on the left, you have to keep Timo Werner off the field if you want a shot. Like that's literally so the fact that you said that, thank you for saying that. Because I brought that up with several Spurs fans yesterday, and they're just like, we don't want to see Richarlison anywhere near this game. And I'm like,
crazy.
what are you talking about?
That
is absolutely nuts to me. You'd rather see a front three, a Brendan Johnson, Son, and that freaking other bum on the left, that German. I thought we had the German bum. No, you got him.
No, we do. And TJ, what you showed us, TJ, is that you've got eyes. Let me tell you my biggest issue with Timo Werner. As soon as the ball, Connor makes a good point. What I'm really surprised about is that teams are shit scared of Werner in the sense of they're worried about his pace. Yeah, right. They're worried about his pace. So you can see that they're constantly checking him, and he plays this high line. But as soon as the ball goes out to the left-hand side, he might as well get off the pitch, because as soon as you get close to him, oh no, someone's close to me. Oh, spider senses. I need to get rid of the ball. I need to get rid of it quick. And I can't deal with that. If you're in the Premier League, be ready to get tackled. Be ready to ride some tackles like a Bowen or a Kudos. Do you know what I'm saying? Timo Werner doesn't want to get touched, doesn't want to get his socks dirty, and so therefore I do not want to see him.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no, that's fair. That's more than fair. Yeah. So, you guys, this is. Let me just say this real quick, because you guys were yelling and I wasn't able to get my thought in on the game just overall. Okay. Which, by the way, smash the likes up. You are not going to get entertainment like this anywhere. Okay. We got Deji, we got Dal. They're mortal enemies, and we got Connor, who's just Connor. He's famous now, so it's all good. He's so humble. Yeah. Anyway, here's how I think it's going to go, and here's where I think we're going to sweat a little bit if this happens. If Spurs keep Arsenal quiet in the first 45 minutes, I will be very worried. I'll be very worried, because we cannot drop points here. And I feel like if we, and somebody brought this up yesterday, I don't remember who it was. It might have been Staffy. Either way, when we miss chances, our head immediately goes down. You see freaking Jesus start getting the baby face on. You start seeing doubt creep in. This is not those games one of those games where we can be missing chances. Like Wolves, we were playing against an injury-ravaged Wolves. We looked leggy. We were missing chances. And up until the 45th minute, we were like, I was thinking like, we are not being clinical enough. Yeah, we're getting the spot, but the performance isn't there. Chelsea, we'll take Chelsea out of the equation just for DEJI, since he thinks that they laid over and died, which I up until about 50 minutes, I would have disagreed with you. But if you consider just the Arsenal that you've seen, we ride confidence. If we get a goal in the first 15 minutes, you're
game's done. If we score first, game's done. If we score first,
game's go down, it's over. And I just want to warn you, we come out like a freaking shotgun in this game. I bet you guys don't even touch the ball in the first 5 minutes if we kick off. You guys aren't touching the ball. I'm telling I don't mean to talk with this much chest, because normally, like, if you would have asked me back in March, after we had had unconvincing performances against Villa, against Porto, against Bayern Munich, I would maybe not have this much chest. But you guys are missing Udogie, who I think is a huge part of your back line. He's a huge miss. You've shown that Timo Werner can't finish. Your Son is probably going to play in the 9. Basuma isn't that good. He isn't as good as everybody thought he was. And ever since that injury, like you've said, your star midfielder there hasn't been what he's been before. So these are the reasons why I'm talking with so much chest, because look, we finally have the midfield that we've been asking for all season. And I've been Thomas Partey's biggest critic in terms of how he performed when he came back from injury, everything, all the off-field BS. I've been calling for him to be sold all season, to bring in somebody that can be more consistent, maybe not move the ball or be as good as of a hold-up midfielder as Partey is, but he's proven me wrong. He proved me wrong against Chelsea. So let's see what you guys. Tottenham should be a little bit apprehensive for the midfield that we are bringing to your stadium on Sunday.
On paper, that midfield makes a lot of sense and it will source, but we cannot use the Chelsea game as any barometer of how good that midfield is, because that Chelsea team is dustier than Tutankhamun's coffin. The other thing that you need to appreciate, TJ, since you guys want to be doing stats, and Connor, get your hands out of your head, because you need to hear this, is that Spurs have amassed the most points in the Prem from a losing position. That's who you're coming up against. Tottenham, I will say this: if you're going to do anything against Spurs, make sure you're 3 or 4 up. Because the team we are a second half team. And what I would like to see this weekend is Tottenham start and finish strong. First half, we tend to be rubbish. And then second half is when we put all of our eggs in the one basket and we go gun-ho. Bun that. Show Arsenal no respect and take it on. Now, the other thing I will say is this. It's taken about 3 years for people to convince me that the North London derby is an enigma on its own. It means form goes out the window. Sometimes you can get a result just on passion. Tottenham lost 4-0 to Newcastle, and those players were ravished online. They've not had a game for 2 bloody weeks. And when you speak to players, they normally say after a heavy defeat, if you've got a game 3 days later, it quickly gets it out of the system. You can get it out of the system. I'm glad that those Tottenham players had 2 weeks to sit on that result, because now we need them to step up and do something to this Arsenal team. If they don't step up and put in a performance against Arsenal, then they are all a disgrace. And I think they'll step up. Postecoglou will rile them up enough to give you guys a good game. So for me, it's a dangerous game. The other thing, though, and I'm going to do this for you, Connor.
That's just shut down your point, DEJI. Look at that.
You in Oregon. Let me do this for you, though, because I know you want to shut it down.
But DEJI, that's just shut down. Look at that comment below. That's just shut down your whole point.
It says the stat is false, actually. It's Liverpool that have amassed the most points from a losing position. Yeah, whatever. We're in the top 3 or top 4. Tottenham have amassed quite a lot.
There's the excuse. There you go.
But let me say this, though. You guys have everything to play for here.
Of course we
Tottenham got nothing to lose. Postecoglou, even if we lose this game, people will say, well, Arsenal have been sourcing, blah, 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 blah. So we've got nothing to lose. And the most dangerous people in the world are people that don't have anything to lose. And that's what you guys are coming for. So don't start shaking your bum, Arsenal fans, because I wouldn't if I were you. I warned them about Aston Villa. I warned you about Bayern Munich. And guess what? Tonight, I'm warning you about Tottenham Hotspur. Be careful what you say about my club, because you could get an absolute toasting this weekend.
Toasting. Oh. Yeah, right.
What makes you so confident?
What? Because we hate you.
That's it. It's just you hate us.
It's simple as that. I'll go as far as this. This weekend is look, shamelessly, this weekend is our cup final. We are going to do Battle of the Bridge, Battle of White Hart Lane. If Tottenham can win this game, I scupper your title. That would be amazing. I don't give a damn. I will shake my bum down Highbury Islington High Road. I will wear a white thong and I will shake it violently. That's what we're playing for this weekend. That's why Arsenal fans can't say with chest that they're going to win, because you know deep down you're all shitting yourselves.
Why?
I think it's the other way around. And plus, you're playing for points. You're telling us that there's nothing for you to play for. So
But we're already in Europe, mate.
You don't need 3 points just as much as anybody else.
We're already in Europe, mate.
Europa League settings, yeah. Cool.
Whichever.
Yeah, take it.
Whichever.
The thing is, right, this game, I'm telling you right here, right now, this game is going to be the way that Spurs are going to play. It's going to be exactly the way Bayern and Aston Villa played. It's going to be carbon copy. They're not sit back.
They can do that.
They're going to sit. No. Any team, realistically, any team can do it. They'll sit back and they'll pick out errors. They'll pick out the errors and they can capitalize on that. Like I say, the pace is going to be key. If I see, because do you know what? I've been getting this feeling recently. If I see that bum at left back, 35, on my life, I'm going to lose it. Because I've had a bit of worry these last couple of days. I've been thinking, there's no way Arteta makes changes. There is no way.
Don't let DEJI get in your head.
It's not the DEJI getting in my head. It's opposite. I've heard it from people, like Arsenal fans, over a couple of days. Like realistically, we have to win the game. So people have been saying, well, Arteta's going to want to go and attack. So people are predicting he's going to go ahead and put Havertz back in the 8 as a double, as two attacking midfielders with Odegaard and obviously Rice and 6, Zinchenko at left back, and then Jesus up front. If he does something like that, you are throwing away the title, right? And I'm going to say that right here, right now. If Arteta changes the lineup, unless it's Martinelli for Trossard, that's the only switch I want to see.
I agree with this.
You have bottled the title, my friend. You have absolutely bottled the title.
But Arteta's a madman.
He's not.
We know he's a madman.
I don't think he's changing a thing. I don't think
he shouldn't be. If he has any brain cells and just financial sense, he will not change that team. No way. Yeah. But listen, at the end of the day, right? The only way I can. This is what I mean. This is with this game, right? And I've got to keep it real and honest, yeah. Listen, I think it's going to be somewhat toe to toe. But do you know what's also dangerous? You talk about DEJI. You talk about what did you say? People have nothing to lose are very dangerous. A team we don't forget, right? This time last season, we were already out of the race. We were done. We were done. We were finished,
True.
right? No. This season with Arsenal, especially compared to last season, I've seen a more motivated team. And yeah, we can laugh about the cups, right? But the cups are classic with Arsenal, with Arteta. When we're under Arteta, we ain't going to win no cups and hang that for free, right? We're not going to win any cups under Arteta. But I'm talking about in terms of league. And yeah, we can talk about the Aston Villa loss, well and good, right? But for majority of this season, all I've seen is like motivation. This team wants it. This team hasn't fallen out. Listen, and you can talk about the Aston Villa game. It was a cock up. It's as simple as that. But majority of the season, which we've played in these games, I've seen heart, I've seen determination, and in this game, the only thing that is obviously worrying is that the fact you're at home. But I think that's the only aspect you've got. I swear on my life, I feel like I don't know what it is with Tottenham fans, but I'm just seeing like it's like an Arsenal from like 3-4 years ago coming up against Tottenham. This is a different Arsenal. And you're going to talk about the 2-2 at the start of the season. Did you see that starting lineup? Fabio Vieira, Zinchenko.
Can I tell you what your Achilles heel is? Can I tell you what your weakness is, though? You kind of mentioned That's why I rate you, Connor, and I rate Oregon Guna. And guys, make sure I'm here very, very soon. The biggest issue that you have is because you want it so bad. Footballing, talent-wise, the way he's got you playing, you are fantastic. And let me remind you, that Bayern Munich team is dusty that you lost to. But the reason why you lost is not because Bayern played better than you.
No.
It's because you wanted it so bad. Yeah? That's what happened to you guys against Aston Villa. You wanted it so bad. If you go to Tottenham wanting it so bad, you will lose. You actually need to take it like it's another game. When you take it like it's a normal game, any other team, you go on to win. But you come to Tottenham with this attitude of, we want the Premier League so bad, I'll eat your arm, I'll eat your legs, I'll even eat your bloody leftover dinner. And that mentality there, mate, is going to get you into big, big trouble. So the issue you have right now is between now and Sunday is, how do you calm your players down? Because they want it. They want it bad.
Enough to do it. They know the situation, right? And we've got, in my opinion, I thought we've got more based off leaders in this team as well. A lot of collective of leaders. And I think we're more composed. I can't remember the last time we've received a red card this season. Like I feel like our team is composed.
It was some dumb thing. It was some dumb thing against Tomiyasu. I think Tomiyasu's high.
I thought it was Fabio Vieira at the start of the season, but maybe I'm
it was either Fabio. We've had 3 red cards all season. Not Ramiro. Sorry, it's just like on my head for some reason that Ramiro.
It's gonna happen. That's
Gabriel, Tomiyasu, and Vieira are our 3 red cards this season.
This is what I mean. I feel like our team
in garbage time, by the way.
I feel like they're going to be I think they're going to be professional. I think they're going to be very professional.
Yeah. Let me get through these super chats real quick. Real quick, because they're stacking up. Big up Dio, aka Ben around the pitch, says Rottenham Shitspur not stepping up to nothing. Man, yeah, no, Dio's on fire right now. He's 100% on fire. DEJI, we can smell your fear from here. You're oozing fear so much. Breathe, man. Accept your loss and save yourself the heartache. Anything to say to that, DEJI?
Mate, I mean, I can't wait till Sunday, mate. Do you know what I mean? You know, and I predicted that I can see Spurs slapping up the 3 Musketeers. And it starts with you guys this weekend.
In what way are you going to slap us up with Timo Werner, Richarlison,
one more super chat, and then we can get back into it. One more super chat.
How is that slapping? That's a wet fart. Anyway,
Big up Paula. Sorry, you guys are killing me. Hit the likes up, people. Better still use the super chat feature if you can. Help the channel grow. Yes, I agree. Thank you, Ola, for saying that. Let's go, Gunners. 1 game at a time, people. Yes, 1 game at a time. And this is the biggest one of the season. Every game is the biggest game of the season.
I'm fully listening to a slapping with players like Werner, Kulusevski, Brennan Johnson. What's going on here?
If I were you, I would start Brendan Johnson. I don't know why you would want to start Kulu on the right.
To be honest, Kulu can play the number 10. I think Brennan Johnson can do a job because whoever you got as left back,
he gasses out, DEJI. He gasses out.
Kivior, Zinchenko.
It'll be Tommy.
DEJI, you should know this as a Spurs fan, right? With the system that Ange plays, Brennan Johnson gasses out after 60 minutes.
I know. That's why I'd rather have Kulu. I'd rather have Kulu and bring on Brennan Johnson. Brennan Johnson for me is like our Trossard, not in the same vein. Calm down. But he's more effective coming on than starting. So I'd rather have Brennan Johnson come on than start the game. And that's why I prefer Kulu. Kulu is actually a bit of a gladiator. He's a workhorse. He'll get in your face. He's quite physical. And I think in this game, you have to have a physical presence. Hence why Werner can't start. Every North London derby, whether Spurs be at home or away, you know there's going to be tackles flying. And you need players like Romero. You need players like Saliba, Gabriel, who want it. The Parteys, the Basumas of this world, the Højbjergs, people ain't going to pull out of that fight, which that's why I need the Richarlison to start. Tottenham fans say they don't want him, but the truth is, in that front 3, Richarlison's one who wants to have a fight. He wants to get physical. Son doesn't want to get physical, not at bloody 32. And Timo Werner would rather be on the bus. So that is the reason why he can't bloody start. So what I want is fighters on the pitch. If you have fighters on the pitch, then Spurs have half a chance.
Who are your fighters?
Saka don't want it. Saka don't like a physical fight.
Who are Spurs' fighters apart from Romero?
Basuma wants to have a fight. Romero wants a fight. Van de Ven wants a fight. Højbjerg wants a fight. Bentancur wants a fight. Madders definitely wants a fight. Richarlison and Kulusevski and my captain Son. We want to fight, bro. So bring it.
If you have a carbon copy of obviously bar a doggy of the same 11, so you'd have either Emerson or Ben Davies, a left back. Will that shrink your confidence from that new?
Look, Emerson Royale, it has to be Emerson Royale simply because Ben Davies has no pace and Saka would be licking his lips. What needs to happen is that Emerson Royale will go left. And to be honest, I need to give Emerson Royale his flowers. He's not fantastic, as he's not a starting player, but as a squad player, someone who needs to do a job, I rate him. He went to the Etihad and played centre-back, and we got a bloody 3-3 draw against City. So let's put some respect on his name. What I want for Emerson Royale is just frustrate Saka. Kick him in his ankle, fly kick him in his chin, push the ball out for a throw.
Red card incoming.
But where the issue will come is if Postecoglou tells Emerson Royale, who is a right back, playing left back, and now has to do the inverted role, then we're finished. That's when we're going to get ripped to shreds. So Emerson Royale has to be disciplined, frustrate Saka. That's your job. Frustrate him. Don't let him get a clear run on goal. Don't let him take it on. You know what he's going to do. He's got no right foot. He's going to take it on his left. He's going to try and curl the ball in. Stop that, and that side is nullified. And to be honest with you, Connor, because I don't want to hear any of this GA crap, and I'm looking at Oregon here because Oregon's been really unbiased tonight. And respect to you, my brother Oregon. Saka hasn't really been doing much, my guys. He's not. So I don't mind playing this Saka right now because he ain't really doing much. He don't scare me.
Oh, do you know what? I can't wait to clip that. I can't wait.
Connor, are you mad? Are you telling me that Saka's been playing well this season?
He's our top goal scorer.
I don't want to hear that crap. Has Saka been playing well this season, bro?
This is his best season with GA.
Dal,
CJ, can I ask you?
let's go to Dal. Let's go to Dal real quick. Let's go to Dal real quick. Dal, what were you saying? And then I'll answer. Go ahead, Dal.
I just think everything you're saying, Deji, is just counterintuitive. Counter because you lot couldn't even beat Sheffield, as mentioned in the comments. I mean, bro,
has Saka been great this season?
Nothing to play for. I'm trying to, and then every other commentator out there in YouTube world, it says at the end of the season, everyone's playing for points, but you're telling me you guys have nothing to play for. You're losing me, bro. And I'm sorry if I can't
answer this question. Has Saka been brilliant for Arsenal this season?
Yes, but he's an
No, Connor, I'm not asking you. I'm asking
because you don't want to hear the truth. That's why.
These guys are Arsenal fans. They're going to tell me the truth. Now, has Saka been great this season? Yes or no?
22 GA.
Don't give me that crap, man. Just tell me your honest opinion.
You want me to tell you? I'll tell you my honest opinion. I'll tell you my honest opinion. And big up everybody.
What's taking so long?
Hold on. I'll go and then Dal.
He's been average this season, but he hasn't
been great. There you go.
Oh my God.
There you go, Connor. You hear that?
I don't want to get it, guys. I don't want us to get carried away because. Hold on. I'm going to answer this question real quick because because this whole thing around Saka, you go out there and you expect Saka to create something out of absolutely nothing. I've said this several times. He is not that player. I will admit that. He is not the world-class player that will make something out of nothing, make water out of wine. He's not. He
needs people around him.
He's not going to do that. He needs people around him, and everybody. And Deji, we have scored the most goals in the Premier League, and we do not have a high goal scorer in terms of everybody. I'm going to mute you guys. I swear to God, if I get interrupted again, you guys listen. The Arsenal as a unit, our starting 11 is one of the scariest in the Premier League, if not the scariest. We score goals by committee. This is not new news to anybody. Goals come from everywhere. So if you want to talk about, Bukayo Saka, he hasn't been performing the way that we expect him to, that's fine. Who gives a shit? Who cares? We're getting the results.
Well, Connor was shaking his bum just a second ago.
Yeah,
I don't think he was saying what you think.
Both of you have just confirmed what I said.
God forbid, I never knew 32 GA was a bad season. Fuck, Jesus.
Come on, man.
Take
You know
it off
Saka's
me.
been dusted this season.
Oh,
You know
dude.
he's been
No,
dusted.
listen,
Let's be
listen.
real.
He's been very good. This has been his best season for Arsenal. But, DEJI, he's had inconsistencies. And I want to go back to this point. Saka isn't like an Aubameyang, where he can just take control of the game and lead this club, right? He needs people around to work with. If Odegaard has a stinky game and he turns out and he goes to Odegaard, Saka crumbles because that's his guy. They link up play. They're a partnership. Talk about centre back partnerships with Gabriel Saliba. They're a partnership. If Ben White's not having a good game, overlapping well, or trying to create more stuff from behind Saka, Saka's going to have a poor game. Saka needs stuff around. Saka can't go do a madness and expect him to dribble past everyone and like a Mohamed Salah, for example. You can't expect that. 32 GA, DEJI. Come on,
I get the GA, bro, but you are even giving reasons as to why Saka ain't been.
Because it's true. It is true.
There you go.
Is that the
That's
only?
the point I'm trying to make.
Hold on. Is that the only criticism you can give? Is that Saka hasn't been that good?
Big up,
Yeah, big up to Sod for the raid, by the way.
You're shaking your bum, and I'm telling you that Emerson Royale, as long as he's disciplined, will stop your star boy.
He's not going to.
There's a good. There you go.
And I know you're writing. And look, I know you're writing off the Chelsea game, but if you didn't watch it,
I watched it,
Saka
bro.
absolutely cooked.
I watched it, but the reason why I can write, the reason why I can write
in a cucaracha. Let
me just remind everyone. The reason why I can write off the Chelsea game is before that game, I already called it that Chelsea rollover for Arsenal. I can't look. Let me also tell you that Chelsea will probably draw with Spurs next week Thursday. They seem to turn up against Tottenham and roll over up for Arsenal. I said it before. I said it 2-3 days before the game even happened, and exactly what I said came to pass. So I can write off the Chelsea game. And I also said in that show, if Arsenal beat Spurs this weekend, then you're fully legit. I've got nothing to say. You guys win the league. You guys are the best team in the Prem. Beat Tottenham though. Don't tell me about the dust.
I'm not even saying we're winning the league
beat
after
my
we beat
club.
you guys.
Beat my club. Beat Tottenham and be the best. That's what you guys have to do.
We will beat you.
Beat us.
We've already gone and beaten with the best.
Beat us. But if you don't beat us, I'm coming for all of you.
I've already had that.
Arguably, we beat you with a worse squad at your house last season.
Don't tell me about last year. Talk about it now. We came to your gaff.
You guys had Harry Kane in that lineup.
We came to your gaff and it was 2-2. We had more ball possession. Come to my gaff. Come to my club.
The 11 we had out was
the 2-2 victory for you guys at the Emirates. I'm always reminded of that. But like Connor was saying,
and show me that you guys deserve to win the Prem.
If we drop points, DEJI, it's not going to be to you. It's going to be to United.
Beat Tottenham and show me.
We will.
Show all of us that you deserve to win the
Prem. We will beat Tottenham. I don't care if it gets clipped. We're going to beat Tottenham.
Sorry, DEJI, if you're only,
I don't want to draw with you guys.
If your only argument for beating us is we hate you guys, that's not enough. That's not enough against these guys. You guys, if you guys play attacking open football against us, we're gonna crush you. Like that's just the way it is. Anybody that plays open direct football against us, we crush.
Let me tell you what's happened this season.
We sacrifice.
And I can see, TJ, that also you've been drinking some of the water as well. So you've been drinking.
Oh my God!
I can see that. So let me tell you.
I'm just telling you what.
You've all been drinking from the fountain of youth. That's what's been going on. You all drinking.
Can we just deep this right now? Do you know what? No, let's just deep this right, DEJI. Let's deep
I've
this,
been drinking bubbly.
DEJI, you keep going back to this 2-2, right? Like it's some sort of amazing achievement. Well, it might not be for Tottenham. You never know your history.
Well,
the thing with the 2-2 is right. Let me drop this with you. You were at your best at that point. You were at your best. That was your first day. Tottenham were at their best. We had.
Our manager's been 5 minutes in the job.
Hold on a minute, DEJI. You were top of the table and you're at your best. All in short fans, you're at your best. Maddison was the best 10 at the time. He was the best. But you couldn't beat an Arsenal side with Zinchenko, Vieira, Nketiah and Jesus up front. No Trossard, no Martinelli, no Partey. And a shit Havertz. Havertz is on form right now. And now we've got all them players cooking in one squad currently, going to Tottenham this weekend, and you still think you're going to slap us.
Let me tell you why. My gaffer, your manager's been in charge 5 seasons. My gaffer hasn't even completed season 1, bro. Yeah, so let that sink in.
Yeah,
Let
free
that
hit
sink
FC. Here we go. Free hit FC.
Yeah, well,
Let's hear
that's
it.
the truth. It is. We're in a rebuild. Test and learn.
Oh, so that's
learn,
the excuse for the rebuild.
We are rebuilding from the
You're
dusty
gonna
white of
You're gonna
Conte
slap
and
us.
Marino. True or false?
But you're going to slap us, though. What does that mean
Bruv,
to do with a
If
rebuild?
we slap you up along the way, that's all great.
But you said you were going to
I'm
slap
not
us.
saying we're winning the league, am I?
Why did you say you were in
I'm
a
saying
rebuild
we'll stop
45 minutes
you.
ago?
I'm saying we'll stop you.
Why didn't you tell us you were in a rebuild 45 minutes ago, Deji?
What do you mean?
Then you would have had reason for all your craziness.
We're rebuilding, bro. It doesn't really matter what we do.
Oh, well, they're in a rebuild.
Well, it doesn't really matter what we do. So when I'm coming with chess,
Right, it doesn't.
you've had time to refine your
That's
style
true.
of play. My manager hasn't had time.
But
You
it
wait
also
though.
But it
That's
also
what-
doesn't worry you the fact that we've only lost one game this year.
I just say your manager's not.
We've only lost one game in the league this season.
One second before we keep going. Big up to fucking Ola again. Thank you for the super chat, my guy. You're an absolute legend. I'm going 2-1 Arsenal. Let's go. Deji just out here woofing. Deji.
Hey, all of these people chatting, who's sitting in their houses right now in their underwear with the fan on, bashing away at the keyboard. You wait until Sunday afternoon.
I will wait, and I'll be there. And Deji, I expect you to be somewhere.
Connor, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere.
No, I personally invite you on my channel after
Don't go, and I don't give a damn if you want to see me in person.
Good. I can give you.
Let it be known.
I'll give you some of these, so you can use them for two things. You can use them
Mate,
to cry tears when you lose, and then to make you feel happy when you go to bed at night.
If I have to fly out and see TJ Warren and all of these guys,
come on out.
I will fly out and see you. Come pick me up at the airport.
Come pick me up at the Sunday. This will be Deji on Sunday. Oh shit! Can't let the Arsenal fans see. Maybe we just lost.
Oh, are you going to hiding, Deji?
I ain't hiding for no one.
Take care of you.
Let me tell you, I'm going to be shaking my bum violently. It's going to be shameless. They're going to have to shut down my channel. The film that I'm going to be bringing out is going to be good. It's X-rated material.
You won't be able to live in 500 feet of a school when the game's over.
Oh, this guy's. I
think you're going to lose some viewers with that, Deji. Are we going to do a best combined 11, TJ, before we get this?
We got to do it. We got to do it real quick. If we do it, we got to do it really quick. I mean, like fast, because Deji's got to go. We're not going to do any league wide predictions today, guys. We're just going to do a quick combined 11 scores, and then we're out. Because not only does Deji have to go, we are going to redirect over to No Filter FC, where me and Connor will talk more shit about how Arsenal will win.
Should we just do predictions, because we only got 3 minutes?
I guess. Yeah. How are you tight right now, Deji?
By 5.
You gotta go in like 5.
8 minutes.
8 minutes. Okay. Yeah. No. Let's screw the combined 11 then, because it's gonna get out of hand. It's gonna get out of hand. So let's get into the predictions. Dal, I'm gonna let you go first. Let's see what we got.
I gotta go.
Rice, 89th minute.
Who scores?
4-0. I got Trossard with a brace and Havertz with a brace.
Whoa!
You're a madman.
That is.
Players. I never rated Havertz the moment he stepped foot in North London, but I mean, compared to the other players you've got, Deji, I mean, he's scored more than Kulusevski. I think he scored more. Isn't Havertz scored more than Kulu?
Oh, forget that, man.
Yeah, okay. Scored more than Werner. Scored more than.
That's right the window in the North London derby. You know that.
Yeah, well, we'll see. 4-0, bro. Hold that.
4-0. 4-0 says Dal. All right, Connor, give us your thoughts.
I don't know whether to be realistic or be nice and give him a goal. It's a bit of a tricky one.
Oh my God.
I don't know whether to be nice, just let them, because obviously, the best defensive team in the league, it's going to be a bit difficult for them to score. I got to be banter aside. I'm going to be realistic. I think Tottenham will get 1. There's always goals, man. Come on, man. There's always goals in the North London derby. But I'm going to go with 3-1 to Arsenal. I think if we score first, I feel like it will be one of them ones where it's going to be like a 2-1. It'll be close, and then you never 75th minute lock it off. boom, game done. And I can't wait to see Deji crying at the end as well. So,
Tough words, Deji. I'll go last, but Deji, what do you got for us?
Well, first and foremost, I need Connor and Dow to look me in my eyes right now. I'm not playing. Because this needs to be clipped here, Connor.
Say no more.
Here we go.
Tottenham 3, Arsenal 1.
This guy's a madman. He's a madman.
Do you understand that? Let that sink in.
I want to know why. Outside of who scores and why, other than like we hate you guys. Like, give me a footballing reason.
Son is gonna get 2 goals. Richarlison's gonna bang. It's that simple.
Yeah. Oh my god. Richarlison of all people.
Richarlison's scoring, mate. Putting this whole Richarlison Jesus to bed debate. We're putting that to bed.
So the last team, I'm still scrolling. The last team to score 3 on us was May last season in the league.
Bro,
you think you're going to do that?
Connor, Connor, you know this. You see. Look, I know you did very well at maths at school. You don't have to show off. Yeah, no, I know you do computer coding and all that in your spare. That goes out the window, my friend.
Cool.
That goes out the window.
I can't wait. 3-1 Tottenham. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to that one.
Mate, you know what it is? When it's 3-1, see how you're smiling? Come with that energy.
I'll be here.
When you welcome me on the weekend, I need you to welcome me with the same energy, yeah?
I will always, Deji, always. It's always good to have you here, Deji.
How are you going to get 3 goals, bro? Just quickly, how you explain you're going to get 3 goals?
You guys are going to want to win so bad, and you're going to want to win that you're going to come out, and when you're losing 2-0 to Spurs or 2-1 to Spurs, and you want to equalize, you're going to leave your whole back line open, and then we slap you up. Simple.
There's no way I'm allowing Jesus to beat us. No way.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give my final take here. I think Arsenal are winning 4-1. I think that one thing that we will not do is keep Spurs quiet at home. You guys always score at home. So I'm not thinking that we're going to hold a clean sheet, but I am thinking that Trossard will score, Bukayo Saka will score, Odegaard will score, and probably Kai Havertz will score. Everybody, there will not be one standout player in Arsenal for this match. There will be 4 of them or 5 of them, because that's how we've been doing it all season when we cook people. And we will cook you, Deji. What
happened when you played a half decent team recently? What happened?
We beat a team 5-0.
You got slapped up.
Name it.
Are you saying Chelsea's half decent, Connor?
I'm saying Liverpool are half decent and we beat them 3-1.
Oh, bro, Liverpool are dusty, man.
I'm saying Man City are pretty decent. We beat them 1-0. Like what's your thing? We're top of the league for a reason.
When you played a half decent team like Villa, you got slapped in your gaff.
They took 6 points. They took 6 points.
When you played Bayern Munich, they knocked you out of the Champions League.
What happened when you guys played Wolves?
So you a half decent team, Deji?
TJ, you already know the reason why we lost to Wolves. Do you want me to remind you? Tottenham find it difficult to get it up against minnows.
Fair. More than fair. More than fair. Yeah, so if you guys are up for the game, maybe, but I'm just telling you, based on form, based on what I saw against those minnows, Newcastle, you guys are probably going to get killed.
That Newcastle team was dusty. 27% possession, but they went long. Look, I'm being real now. I'm being real.
Possession means absolutely garbage. It means nothing.
Can I be real, though? Connor and Dow and TJ, if you guys can come to Tottenham and be humble, I'm actually giving you the blueprint to how you win. If you play direct football, just knock the ball over the top of our back line, you will beat Spurs all day long. But if you try to play Tottenham off the park, you are going to be doing you and your club a disservice. Well, you heard it here, live and direct.
When we play teams off the park, we win when we play teams.
You're not playing Tottenham off the park, my guy. Humble yourself and go direct. Do you want to win the league or not?
What?
I've just given you the blueprint to winning the game on the weekend. Go direct.
You already played direct. That's what we played.
Arsenal?
Yes.
No. Long ball from the back over the back line.
As well. Have you not seen?
No, that ain't gonna happen.
That ain't gonna happen.
Why would we change up something that's not broken?
I've given you the blueprint.
Well, I'm just waiting for your guys to come out past the halfway line to try to attack. I'm just waiting.
I try to help.
Low block because
DJ, let it be known. I try to help you.
Low block is the only formation that any teams have had real success against.
No,
Look at
I'm going to
That's
say.
the great part about YouTube is that this isn't going anywhere. Don't worry.
We're going to do you at
Let me do this in my best American accent ever.
No, here we go.
Nobody can tell me that I didn't try to help y'all.
Oh my god. What an asshole.
You're playing high line, DEJI.
All right, guys. That's the show. That's the show because we got to get out of here. DEJI's got to get out of here. DEJI, again, thank you so much for hopping on. Again, we will be here. We will be here for a match reaction, DEJI. So I will more than happily send you the link. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. But shut yourself out. Shout yourself out, my guy. Shut yourself out.
Oh, yeah, no, big up everyone in the chat. It's been a pleasure. Obviously, it's all love, it's all banter, but, you know, there's some seriousness going here. Me and Connor, we hate each other's guts. No, just kidding. Yeah, so DEJI Spurs, YouTube. I'll be doing a show in about 5 minutes with Boo Bants. Yeah, Instagram, DEJI Spurs, and Twitter, DEJI Spurs. But look, it's all love. Thank you. Thanks for having me. And yeah, and come on, you Spurs! Come on!
That's what you're working looks like.
Connor, shout yourself out, man. I know you and I are going to head over to Charlie's channel here in a minute.
Yeah. You can find me on CMO Sports on YouTube. Tomorrow, I'm probably going to run a match reaction with a couple of the games. Chelsea, Brentford, Everton. That's going to be a good one because that's going to be like a relegation little bit of the game. That's going to be good. Some other games as well, Liverpool as well. So I'll be doing that tomorrow. And then, yeah, Sunday's the big one. You can find me here. Sunday, I'm going to be here with TJ and Jacob. I'm not going to be streaming that one. I'm going to be in the main room because I need to be. That's a game where I've got to be matching time with you lot, not behind by 30 seconds.
Dude.
So I'm going to be on match.
We're going to try to. Jacob said he could try to figure that out for us, so we'll figure it out.
But if he could, that'd be fantastic. But yeah, listen, this whole joke that I'm like 14 makes me laugh, man. Jacob, Scott started this, man. He started this. Anyway, listen, yeah, thanks very much, guys. It's been a pleasure. DEJI, of course, thanks for coming on, mate. I will. Well, I don't have your direct number, but if I did, I'd be calling you to see if you were right after Sunday. You know, I've got to check up on people after.
You'll be able to find me. So I'm going to find you
because there'll be. It's difficult after a battering, to take it, but it is what it is. But anyway, no jokes aside. Now, DEJI, you're a good guy, and it's a laugh, and of course, Dow and TJ, it's always a good time. And come on, you Gunners, let's get it done, man. Get it done.
Let's get it done. This has been a riot of a show. Dal, shut yourself.
My face is so red. I was out in the sun too a few days ago. So anyway, my face is red as an Arsenal jersey. DEJI, I hope you like that.
Yeah, calm yourself down, mate. It will be red.
I've been waiting for the show all week just to hear what you have to say. No, thanks everyone in the chat for joining. Big up. Shout out Jacob. Congratulations on having a beautiful girl. That's
big up Jacob. Yeah, congrats as well.
More than football. Shout out Jez for coming in the chat. Love it. Acer's Toxic Tash. All the real ones in here today. Hugo, Acer's. I think I mentioned Acer's. Highbury's local Badger, of course. I still got to go 4-0, TJ. I don't see him scoring. The Starsky and Hutch wall exists for a reason.
Yep.
You ain't scoring, bro. You ain't scoring, DEJI. We can play that game for 180 minutes and you ain't scoring, bro. You like my accent there?
Just don't go missing, mate. Just don't go
missing. You will find me for sure. 6 a.m., TJ.
Yeah.
6 a.m.
West Coast America kickoffs. I'll be up at 5:30, 5:40 in the freaking morning to join in on the watch along.
Yep. Oh my God. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be a bad one because we will have Jacob. We will be simulcasting it. It's gonna be madness. It's gonna be madness. So make sure everybody is there. And I think Staffy actually reached out and asked if he could be special guest referee.
Oh, come on, this would be class.
We might have to do that.
Great. This is gonna be great.
Do that. But yeah, big up everybody. Big up all the super chatters. Big up Dio, obviously, for his donations to the channel. Really, really appreciate it. Big up Dio. Banner on the pitch. And then obviously the Fight Week Show. Go and subscribe to the Fight Week Show if you haven't already. Big up Ola for the super chats. You are an absolute legend, Ola. I really, really appreciate it. If I didn't get to your guys' questions, I'm very, very sorry. But we will be back on Sunday, people, for the watch along, for the match reaction. It will be absolutely insane. Until next time, we're going to go ahead and redirect you over to Charlie's channel, where me and Connor will be talking more shit. So we will see you guys over there in just a few minutes. Come on, you Gunners, don't do this to me. Come on.